You up for a tote, dude? Don't say nope, dude. Amazing features in this, the Peak Design Everyday Tote. Let's get into it.
Chase Reeves reviews a bag. Chase Reeves reviews. Chase Reeves reviews.
This is the Peak Design Everyday Tote. Now, I am not a tote kind of guy, or at least I wasn't until recently. But this thing deserves a little attention, even if you're like, nope, on the totes. Here's my experience of a tote before. Most of us, this is a tote. This is my poetry magazine tote. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, all right? It's important that we support the poetries out there, because these poets, they're not doing it for the money. But this is what a tote looks like. It's like cool, you just throw stuff in it, but it's not very functional. This, on the other hand, super functional. All right, so it is a technical tote bag. Is that a thing? Is that such a thing? This is a technical tote bag, and as such, I'm going to judge it by a few criteria. Let's get into them. All right, first and foremost, build and materials on this thing. The main fabric is this 500D Kodra, all right, which is super, super tough stuff. And they've done a double sealing on both sides with some waterproofness. This thing is super water resistant. So the material fabric itself that it's made out of is really robust. Just like the Everyday backpack itself. You might have seen the Peak Design Everyday Backpack review. If you haven't, check that out on my channel. Really killer bag from these guys. So this is using the same material from that. To the touch, it's sort of like a little, it's just like, I don't know, it's like it's gritty. It's like a tiny bit sandpapery, just barely, not much at all, but in a way that feels like tough, in a way that feels robust. Certainly different than most materials I've ever had out there. So that might take a little getting used to for you. I mean, for me, it took me all of like a couple minutes of using to really like see the appeal of this, because it's really waterproof or water resistant. And then on the inside as well, it's like the way it is on the inside, there's not a liner, there is just the same sort of coating on the inside. So the material of the fabric itself is really, really robust. Another thing about this is the like sort of stress points have been reinforced all over the place with either this like sort of like, I don't know what this is, some sort of a composite PVC, almost sort of really, really heavy duty synthetic something. Either that's like triple stitched or something like that, or it's like the bottom where, who knows, I don't know what this is. It almost feels like rubber, but it's really, really rigid, nice, tough material. So all around is built with great material, and it's got padding on the inside, basically all around. So your stuff that you're putting in here is highly water resistant and protected. I mean, this flap itself isn't a total water resistant thing, but using this strap, I don't know if you knew this strap comes up, you lock this thing shut, it's just like a roll top, okay? So you end up getting that weather resistant seal even on top. Fabric, padding, reinforced stuff, all your stuff is feeling like it's gonna last a long time. Both the bag and your stuff inside of it are gonna last a while. Then we have this webbing, this like seatbelt material webbing, which is the nice kind. It's like a real like sort of dense webbing, and it's got leather on the inside, which is killer. I mean, that really saves your hands. The leather makes it nice to hold. This does this other thing where you can use this as a backpack on this side, which I'll show you in a second. Not so comfortable. I'll just put it that way. Not so uncomfortable that I don't use it all the time when I ride my bike, but just not that comfortable. We've got zippers on both sides that pull open and give us access to the bag. Very cool. And those zippers are like a size 8. They don't say YKK on them, but all the other machinery on here, the actual materials, are custom made for these guys. I'm not sure what the zippers are, but they feel fine. The zippers do have a weather resistant sort of gusseting thing going on the outside, which feels good. Though this little bit on the top does leave a little hole. I don't trust this for like full-on deluge material, if you know what I mean. Before I forget, I just got a note to mention that there's like a little key tether in here. I don't want to forget to mention, there's a key. Are you a key tether person? This uses they have these and they clip onto things. These people who at Peak Design, they're amazingly thoughtful designers. I don't personally use key tethers, ever. I'm never like, oh, let me put my keys out of my pocket and I will put them on this other pocket in my bag and I will click it in. But I also don't have any keys. Like I have 2 keys. I intentionally don't have any keys. So anyways, the point being, if you have a lot of keys, you got a key tether. Good for you. Feeling good. Have a key tether. Now, the thing I've been wanting to talk to you about in terms of the materials is this magnet top, which I don't know, you guys. All I can think about is the Insane Clown Posse just like, magnets, how do they work? Because as I'm using this thing, it has been so nice. I've been using this as my daily carry. I swear to God, the last probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe every single day, going out to the cafe or walking around town or doing whatever, and I just carry this with me, and I have really loved it. I'm gonna tell you in a little bit what my experience with it has been like, but I do want to just say, using this magnet, wide open magnet thing, I can get everything in here really quick and easy, and I don't have to zip anything up. It all just comes together. Love that magnet. How do they work? Now inside the bag, I'll show you when I'm showing the pockets. There's also some felt that they use on things, which is a really solid material, and some soft sort of things. But the other final material thing are these, I don't know, fold organizers. They call them tri-fold organizers. They Velcro into place, and you can use them in this bag to create segments. But then not only just segments, but then you can like make like pockets. Look at this. Look at this. Now I got a cup holder. I got like a cup, like it's like a Dodge truck. I got like a cup holder for my big gulp. And this is in the bag. So I've got a place here and then a cup holder up here. So I put my big gulp right here and then I put that away. And now I can get to that thing. Crazy. Bag comes with 2 of these things. I'll show you how they work in a little bit. But the material on these things are solid, nice padded. They're good. They're nice. Everything on this bag, materials, gets literally the seal of approval. The one question I have is this waterproof shielding or soaking that this thing has, how does this material break down in 3, 5, 10 years? I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. But for the price, getting 5 years of solid use out of something like this would probably be like more than enough for me, because what, like a technical tote, who even makes those? Anyways, the materials, I dig this company, Peak Designs. Check out their backpack, the Everyday backpack. Check out their sling. Check out this bag. I've got links to their stuff below. When you purchase from those links, I actually get a couple bucks back, which is super helpful, and that helps my wife afford, like, to let me do these sorts of things, because she's like, oh, if it makes a little money, then I guess we can do it. She's super frugal. So that's why I'm here on a Friday night it's Friday. I'm alone. Okay, let's talk about the pockets. First of all, I want to talk about this quick access thing right here. It's just a pouch that opens up. First and foremost, you can quickly get in and out. I've seen people hold their water bottles in here, throw their phones in here, and all sorts of other stuff. Big, wide thing that lets you put whatever you want in it. And inside of there is a padded felt pocket, like perfect for throwing your iPhone, even the big old 7 Plus in there. Then on the back, you've got this little luggage strap. This thing, you got your roller luggage, you put this right on top of it, super useful. Now, as I mentioned before, you have these side pockets, or these side access things that gets you all the way into, comes all the way down, gets you all the way into the, I don't use those at all right now. I'll show you why. Because on the inside of mine, because other than that, you just have the main big ol' pouch. Now, I don't have any of my tri-fold organizers in here. I use it totally wide open. That's one of the reasons why I love this so much, because it just makes my life so easy just to have everything right here. But I do want to show you that inside of here, there's a nice laptop holder and then a tablet, iPad holder. Let's see, I got my iPad Pro. Let's see how easily this fits in there, vertical wise. Okay, so a little bit sticking out. Not my favorite fit. Not my favorite fit for the iPad Pro, the big guy, the really big guy. Any other, but look at the size of this fucking thing. It's massive. I don't know. I don't know if I needed to get the big one. They didn't have a small one yet. And it doesn't fit sideways, the iPad Pro, the huge one. So literally everything else is gonna fit like a glove for your tablet. And then you've got all these pockets on the inner side opposite of the laptop. There's a little like sort of, there's two felt pouches things in there. And then a handful of these like almost like perfect size for business cards or camera batteries type pockets. 4 of those across the top, all with like a little elastic top to them, like little undies around the top. They got a little elastic going for them. So that's all of the pockets basically right there. Not like a lot of hidden stuff, not a lot of anything like that. I'm gonna show you exactly how I use this bag in a second, but first, let me show you a handful of the ways you could use this bag. So basically the deal is this, with these tri-fold organizers, you can get in there and organize this bag however you want. On their website, they have pictures and video of using this for your camera with extra lenses. Apparently it fits some of these drones perfectly, you know, for the drone guys out there. There's also doing like baby bag, baby diaper sort of things. When I originally got this, that's what I thought I was gonna do, is I was gonna use it as our baby bag, which many of you saw in, I think it was the Tom Ben Aeronaut video. My daughter, who is brand new, she's just 6 months old right now. And so we're like, let's use it for that. And then I just liked it too much. I just liked it too much. And I liked the tote. So I wanted to use it and try it out. And so we haven't tried it as a baby bag yet. So the gist is this, with these tri-fold organizers, if you can imagine organizing it in a certain way, if there's some specific thing you need to do, look at that, it's like a pocket on the top that you can make. You can have it set up so it just segments the bag right down, you know, having 3 segments that you can access the outside pockets with from, you can access this side through the outside pockets and stuff like that. If you wanna get super finicky about this, you totally can. So that's all I really wanted to say, is that I use it a very particular and simple way, the most simple way it can be used, partly because I have to. I'll tell you why in a second. The point being, you could customize this thing and set it up a bunch of different ways. Likely there is a customization that if you need to have if you have a customization in mind, likely you can do it with this kind of bag. I'm really, really loving that as a feature for this bag, even though I use it in the most simple possible organization setup. Okay, let's talk about how I use it. First and foremost, I wanna talk about carrying this thing. I like carrying it with my hand. First of all, that's part of the reason why I get a tote. It's like, hey, I'm in Japan or I'm in New York City. Totes are kind of in for like kind of a street vibe, but it's a fashion vibe. It's like, I don't know, I'm noticing it and I like that. It looks better than any other, like backpacks are saying a lot about me, you know, if I'm using any of my backpacks, which I don't mind. That's why I like my Manal Daily and my Air Fit pack, if you saw my last video. But I like this tote look. All right, I'm totes into the tote right now, but I'm treading on thin ice here because I don't know if I look stupid. I don't know. So first and foremost, I hold it with my hands sometimes. I also will throw it over my shoulder like this, which is the ultimate look. Sometimes you really gotta just let it shine. But then also there's backpack mode where you pull this thing down like this. And now you can wear it as a backpack. These straps can get longer. I find that it doesn't get better when they're longer. It's kind of uncomfortable no matter what, but it's not that bad. I mean, one day I rode around probably for up to an hour with this thing on. I was fine. Get kind of sweaty on the back. Feel a little bit of a pinch in here. Definitely saw some like red marks when I got home because it was sweaty. I was in Portland, and took off my shirt to take a shower. And this definitely saw some like lines, like it was cutting into me. Not heavy duty, didn't hurt much. It just wasn't that comfortable. But ultimately, super glad this is on there because now I can have a tote bag that I ride my bike with. I ride my bike all over the place, so this makes it killer. Another thing, when I rode my bike, I didn't know this at the time. So like oftentimes I'm pulling up like this and the bag would pop open. I didn't know that I could take this strap here and just loosen it up a bit. And that's what this is for, is to hold, I'll do it so you can see it, is to hold this thing totally shut. So you've got a nice little like, keep that thing closed. So ultimately, and how I hold it and carry it, I'm mostly just like, hey, I like this look. I don't mind carrying it at all like a briefcase. I don't mind putting it over one shoulder, and I don't mind carrying it like a backpack, even though it's not at all a comfortable backpack. I keep saying that just to like make sure that you know that, but like, again, I could rock this all day as a backpack because I would just take it out and hold it if I needed to. Then, quick access. I love my quick access pocket. Headphones, blam. Eyeglasses, blam, right in there. Granola bars, blam, right in there, okay? I love this little felt pocket in here. I just take my headphones and I just throw like one of I gotta show you guys this, by the way. I'll show you real fast so you can see. You know, you put your headphones away, right? And they always get in the knots. Look at that, no knots. Here's what I do. I'm not gonna do the long one on this. You gotta slow this down and pay attention. I hold my buds, I get my fucking, get my horns out, and then I'm doing a figure 8 around here, okay, like that, until I got like a figure 8 type of deal. I'm just loopy, and then boom, done. That goes right in that pocket. Throw those buds aside, and every time I need to pull those suckers out, I'll show you one more time, but I'll do it fast this time. I just go like this, pull that guy out, da-da-da. I mean, it literally has changed my life. I've been doing this for like 5 years now. Saw some YouTube video. So just do that, curl it up, and then through the dingus, and then we're into the clear. So I throw that in there. That's my headphones. It's like killer priority numero uno for me is quick access, and I love this quick access because it's wide and I can fit a lot of stuff in it. One drawback of this is it's hidden, and I feel my things are safe-ish, but if I was in a place that I had to worry about hands, it's not very safe. Okay, that's one of the bummers. Like this pocket is just not a safe thing if you've got this on as a backpack or you're carrying it around and you're going through packed Paris streets or something like that. Sort of a bummer. I basically wouldn't put anything in there. I would have everything inside of here, and then I would close that sucker shut, just like, because I know how much of a target's on my back when I'm clearly a tourist in Paris or Japan or something like that. Okay, another thing I want to call out that has been happening this whole time, it stands up. I get anywhere and I just put it down and it stands up. The padding on the bottom keeps my stuff really, really safe. I never feel it like worried about stuff in there. And somehow the padding around the thing keeps it rigid enough to where it stands up. I love this. It's a little thing, a little tiny thing, but I love it. You can go back to my very, very first bag reviews. I think they were on this channel. They might have been on another channel I had called Father Apprentice, where I was reviewing bags from Rickshaw Bag Works. It was my very first stuff, and they made a commuter messenger bag that was made to stand up like this. I loved that. That was sort of interesting as a feature on a messenger bag. But on a tote, like, let's see how this one does. Let's go ahead and set this guy up. Yeah, not quite as good. Not as good of a performer. I like that it stands up. It's nice. I take it to the cafe, I put it on the table next to me when I'm at a long table, and it's right there. I never have to worry about it. Put it at my feet and it just like stays up. I can always reach in, grab whatever I need. I never have to wrangle this thing up and get in there, and it's like trying to fall on me. It's kind of nice. All right, now let me tell you about the main compartment. This is, like I said, totally set up without any organization. For me, for my daily carry, okay? I have my MacBook charger right in this like little pouch right here. I used to keep it in the laptop holder, but I put it right in here now. In the laptop holder, I have my little like thing that I need like my headphone splitters, my melatonin, my Advil, my dental floss, my chapstick, my USB adapter for my stupid MacBook Pro with the touch bar, as well as I think like there's a spare pair of headphones, some cord. I got some cords in there. I forgot I had some cords in there for like USB charging and stuff. Anyways, it's just that stuff that you're like, in case I need it, I need to have it, and I never want to see it. I never want to see it. It's my hidden stuff. right? Throw that right in the laptop compartment and I never need to see it. Why do I do that? Because my 15-inch laptop does not fit inside of here. This isn't the one I use, this is an old one, but it does not fit in the laptop like holder. The laptop holder only fits like a 13-inch laptop is what they say. I got a 15-inch because I edit videos like these, so I can't put that in the laptop holder. When I try to put my laptop in vertically even, it's just right at the edge of the magnet and just can't quite seal up, and it doesn't feel very safe. So I can put it easily and effortlessly sideways, effortlessly, sideways, just like that, and it fits in there every time. I've got padding all around it, and all else that I have in there is my notebook and my water bottle. My water bottle's got a nice tight seal on it, famous last words, but I'm all right with the danger there. Meaning, you know, if the water spills on the laptop or something like that. See, I don't mind this. This I'm actually fine with, and I like this a lot. I never use these side straps to access anything because the Velcro is just so nice to get in and out of. It's just so easy. They have a little lip that I just grab with my thumb, pull it right open. I will say this, I noticed this, that the fuller this bag gets, the more stuff I have in it. For instance, this is like a padded vest, an old school padded vest. When I throw that in there, it fits, by the way, it fits fine, but it's kind of like a little, like doesn't want to stay closed. I'll have to do this and lock it closed with, I'll just do it for you so you can see what this guy looks like. Get it closed so it stays nice and closed for me. And then, you know, this is what the bag looks like full up. The truth is it can fit a lot of stuff, and the more stuff there is in it, the less I like to use it. I really like that it's effortless to get in reach, grab my laptop, grab my charger, get whatever I need. I don't need very much. I keep pretty minimal in my daily carry stuff, as you've seen. So the more stuff I put in it, the less I tend to like to use the bag. As you can see here from having that vest in there, and it fills up more than I'd like, but it does fit a whole big ass vest in there. But all in all, using this bag has been a joy. The sum total of that, the only thing I want you to take from that is, for me personally, using this, I'm like, I'm enjoying this. I like to use it. I kinda like the look of the tote. I kinda like the functionality of carrying it around the different ways that I can. I kinda like to use this bag a lot. Okay, so why buy this bag? Number one, excellent build and materials. Very, very thoughtful design, very, very thoughtful choice of all of the things that they've done here, and it's gonna last you a long time. So the build, materials, and design are really great. Number two, there is tons of thoughtful organization built in, from the quick access pocket to the little pockets inside, the laptop, the tablet, the access on the sides, things like this. Tons of built-in organization. Number three, using those FlexFolds, you can completely customize how you want to lay out the inside of this bag and how you want to use it. So that is a very big point. Not only is there built-in organization, but the capabilities for customizing your organization depending on the kinds of things you want to hold in this. You can't customize your, like, how much pen holders there are inside of it. But if you have any camera gear, any baby gear, any drone gear, any whatever gear that you carry, as a gear bag, this thing works really, really great. So the customization metachlorian counts of this bag are off the charts. And then finally, it's a functional ass tote, man. It's technical. It's a little bit stylish, I think so. You know, it's not all the way like fitting in Japan and New York and things like that, but it's very functional, very technical, possibly depending on what your gear needs are. And so it's just utterly useful. So that's why you buy this bag, because you like the look. There's tons of organization, tons of customizability in how you organize the inner pocket stuff. The build and materials are super, super good, and ultimately it is just an utterly functional bag. Why don't you buy this bag? It's a tote, bro. It's a tote. And some of y'all are out there going like, nope, on the tote. Some of you are out there like, totes nopes, which is fine. I actually respect that opinion. I have a low view of myself for using this bag, a little bit. I also have a very high view of myself for using this bag because it's so functional, and I've really just personally just enjoyed using it so much. I didn't think I would. But ultimately, if you're like, it doesn't work I need a backpack, I need a different kind of bag, then what are you doing? What are you watching this video for? I guess I'm glad that you're watching because you're learning, but at the same time, like, that's why you don't buy this bag. Another potential reason why you don't buy this bag is it's like a little too technical looking. It's a little too RoboCop. I said that about the everyday backpack that these guys make. It's a little RoboCop. It's a little technical looking. It's a little wraparound Oakley, but it's not all the way wraparound Oakley. I mean, we can all kind of tell it's not just that. It's very Elon Musk, this bag. You know what I mean? In fact, they should definitely get Elon to give these out at the next Tesla announcement or something with a big Tesla thing. It's a very Elon Musk kind of bag. And frankly, I'm a fan of going to Mars and Elon Musk. I would absolutely nominate him as global pharaoh and bow my knee to that man. Just let him run everything. And he might use this. Elon Musk might use the tote. Well, I use a tote because it's the most functional possible bag. Have you not done the spreadsheet on this? So guys and gals, that is the tote bag from Peak Design, their Everyday Tote. I think it is a remarkable bag. If you can afford one or want to try it out, I highly recommend that you get into it. Again, if you use the link that is below this video, they give me a couple bucks back as the sign of thanks for showing you about this. I would love it as a sign of thanks to me if you did that. If you don't, no worries. No harm, no foul. But I love using this bag personally, and it has surprised me. I have been Chase Wardman Reeves. You can find out more about me at fizzle.co, which is my company, where we teach independent entrepreneurs or wantrepreneurs to actually earn a living doing something that they care about. And I'll highlight for you my podcast, which is called The Fizzle Show, where it's not just me, it's actually smart people, Corbett Barr and Steph Crowder and myself. I'm sort of the dancing monkey, where we talk about things that are interesting to independent entrepreneurs, because we love companies like this, where there's people with heart, with chutzpah, with a sense of vision and calling, making a company, making a product that is profitable and excellent, really, really useful and valuable. So anyways, if that piques your interest, check out The Fizzle Show. I have been Chase Wardman Reeves. Thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, and all that kind of stuff, and commenting. I'll be answering your questions below. And one more thing, want to send a shout out to all of you guys who have been subscribing and commenting and giving me so much great feedback in the comments and stuff. It means the world. Love the little community that we're growing around these bag reviews. Thank you for just adding your voice. See y'all.